This conference
info
will
types.
now be recorded.
What is
Yes.
IMG? IMG means implementation guide where consultants will develop the business process. Say for example, personal area, personal sub area, employee group, employee subgroup, info group, action type, action reason, okay, change action menu, PA number ranges, okay, then administrators and organizational key. So thrice you are creating. All these things you are going to maintain in the info type. What info type? Personal area, sub area, you are maintaining 40001. This is also 40001. Employee group is also 40001. This is also same thing here, right? So like you are going to maintain. Here, when you work in PA, traditional administration, your output only in the info type. Your output only in the info type. But when comes to the payroll, say for example, in basic pay configuration, recurring payments and deduction configuration, additional payment configuration, additional payment off cycle configuration, employee remuneration information, and yeah, employee remuneration information. When this comes into, whenever it is basic pay, you have to maintain 1845. Whenever recurring payments and deductions, you have to maintain 14 in 4 type. Whenever it is additional payment, you can maintain 0015 in 4 type. Whenever additional payment of cycle 0267, you have to maintain. Whenever it is employee remuneration information 2010, you have to maintain. Right. Now there is a question. The question is, when you run payroll, when you run payroll, to run the payroll,
Yes.
you need a payroll driver, you need a main schema, and main schemas contain subschemas. Subschemas contains functions and rules. So what is mean by function? Function is 2 to 5 digit code. What does it do? It will go it will go to info type, nothing but database table, and extract the data. Extracts the data in the sense if you wanted to run payroll, 4 zeros, 0001, 002, 006, 007, 008. A minimum these are required. To extract the data, to read the data, what is a subschema, what is a function, it is going to read it. So what is a function, it is going to read it. So what is a subschema? What is the schema? You have to know. This is the basic thing a consultant who work in payroll you have to know. So that means, say for example, I can show you. I don't have the configuration of the UK payroll. I have some other country payroll. Just I can show you and what exactly it is. I just can show you one logic. So let me log on to the server. Okay, I will show you US payroll related data because UK payroll data is not available. I'm going to
Okay.
maintain US related data because I want to see the clarity. Good. Now the question is, you configured in basic pay configuration. In basic pay configuration, just I wanted to show you one thing. Go to personal management and go to personal administration, and there is a payroll data. In payroll data, we have basic pay. In the basic pay, very important, this is T510 table, revised pay scale groups and levels. So this is nothing but 8 info type related. Now here I can maintain DH and D1 here. DH means salaried mobile, D1 is a New York. Their manager junior is getting 25,000, manager senior it is getting 37,000. This is we configured in IMG. This you are maintaining in particular info type. What is the info type you are going to maintain? I can show you. There is an info type I can show you. which info type you are going to maintain? 8 info type. Now let us go to, this is basic pay. Now you can check, one DH1 is a wage type, 25,000, 12,500. Now you can check 25,000 what we configured. So this is we configured in here 25,000 we configured IMG. Where we created this DH1? DH1 where we created, I will show you. Normally we can create here, but I can show here. You can check it here. Check wage type text, you can check it here. One, this is collection of tables are there. I will show you.
Okay.
One D here basic. Here we created what DH1, DH2, so here we created, it has come into picture. Now DHD1 where you created, here I can show you. This is pay scale type, nothing but DH. Here DH, that is salaried mobile, and pay scale area is the D1. D1, this is a New York. So that means what I told you, whatever you configured in IMG, you should maintain a particular info type. Then you run payroll. Now when you run payroll, where it is coming, if you wanted to see that, I can show you. Now run payroll. To run payroll, I told here payroll driver main schema. Now first I will show you payroll driver SE38. Now you are going to learn UK payroll. I can show you one a program, that is RPCALCG0. This is country specific because you are learning UK payroll. The program name, this is known as a payroll driver, RPCALCG0. Click on display. Now this is good. Now whenever you can go here. That is one thing you have to know. Whenever you run payroll, normal info types we have to maintain 4 zeros, 0001, 0002, 006, 007, 008. Minimum these info types you have to maintain. That is good. Now time info types minimum 0007, 2001, 2006, 2010, 2011. These you have to maintain. Remaining optional. Optional means you can maintain or you may not maintain. But the thing is here, this is very common for every country. But country specific, if you learn Indian payroll 0581 to 0591 info types you have to maintain. If you work in US payroll 0207, 0208, 0209, okay, then 0210, 0234, 0235, 194, 195 you have to know. Right. If you go to Australian payroll 0227, 0188, very, very important. Now coming to UK payroll, what info types you have to learn? Many people, what do? They search in the Google. They believe the Google, but they won't believe the SAP. But in there, there is a question. There, who has published the material or information in the Google? People like you and me, but we
Right.
may be expert, we may not be expert. But when you get the information or the material from the Google, how can you take it as good one? No, that is not the correct way. The correct way, there is correct way. That is in the payroll driver we can see where this is a payroll driver. In the payroll driver, Control F, enter info types. You type in info types. Just you can write the text. Find info type. Spelling we have written wrong, but let me check it whether we can get. Yes, it is not showing anything. Again, Control F, info types. Taking time. Still, if you want, normally when program, if you can, yes, it is coming here. There are so many things here. Here, this is info type is there here. Great Britain. Okay, this is a program. Double click on this. This is now here where we can say here info type Great Britain. Double click on this. That is a program. In the program, and you can come to know these are the info types.
Okay.
These are the info types. These info types are very, very important when you work in this. Now you can check it. 069 National Insurance, 070 Court Order, 71 Pension, 84 SSP. SSP means statutory sick pay. 85
mm,
SSP, statutory sick pay, SSP exclusions. Then WTC, then SMP, statutory maternity pay, company cars. And these info types are very, very important. We have to know. Now, if you can search in the Google, some people give some things, different people will give different. So we are in confusion. Rather than that, this is a good way you can go ahead. So this is what is meant by payroll driver. That is okay. Next one, this is a payroll driver. What is the schema and where we can check? Where we can check, I can show you. This is payroll driver. Now coming to the schema. So what is the schema? Now it is also country specific. PE01 G000. G000. This is the schema. The schema contains subschemas. Every subschema will have certain activities to do. GBD0. In GBD0, there is a E name, there is a WPBP. These two are very common in every country. If you take Indian payroll, how they are in US payroll, I can show you. Now, how they are, I want to run payroll now. Now, I'm going to run UK payroll data. I don't have, but let me check it. Recently, I
Sir, what
didn't
is
teach.
the definition of schema?
Schema is set of functions and rules used to run the payroll. Set of functions,
Okay,
set of rules,
okay.
instructions. The logic we have to understand there, nothing but coding, decoding. Not much coding like,
Mm,
a plus b whole square.
mm,
What coding it is, simple logic, I will tell you. December month,
okay.
31 days, if you work, you are getting 15,000. 30 days, how much? Right now, if you
Mm,
are at least 10th standard knowledge of mathematics, if you have, it is enough. How 30 into 15,000 divided by 31 is equal to some amount you are going to get. This is for
mm,
the December. Or if you take November, 30 days is equal to 15,000.
mm.
Then 29 days is equal to how much? How it is? 29 into 15,000 by 30. Amount is different,
59.
but principle is
Mm,
same. That is simple. This is known as a rule. For this,
mm,
in SAP, how do you calculate here? I can write down some logic. RT is equal to TKSOLL. That means 30, 31 days is equal to, simple logic I'm telling, 30 days, 15,000. RTE minus TKAU stars are. That means from 31 days, if you take any unpaid absences, say for example 1, so that equal to
mm.
30. Then rate
Okay.
into KGENAU, what does it mean? What does it mean? Means 30 into 15,000. What is 30 into 15,000, Madhu? Now, 31 days is equal to 15,000. 30 days, how much? 30 into 15,000. So, 30
Mm,
into 15,000, this is 4 lakh and 55,000. 4 lakh and 50,000. 4 lakh
mm,
and 50,000. This is the amount. Now, this, then rate is rate by TKDIVI. That means 4 lakh and 50,000 divisible by 31 days, you are getting some amount. So this is the logic. So this simple logic in SAP, you can write down like this here. This is a formula. This is nothing but a PCR, personal
okay.
calculation rule. Okay, what is function? Now I will show you one function. Let me run payroll. I'm going to run payroll. I'm running whatever it is here. Because I want to show you two functions, ename, WPBP. Both are common. Show you in UK payroll. Here, ename is there. Ename is a function reading the data from 0001 and 0002. I can show you here basic data information, ename, reading the data 0001, 0002 info type. What is 0001? This is company code, personal area, employee group, employee subgroup, payroll area, last name, first name.
Mm,
Then 0002, it is reading your date of birth and your surname. Then both are reading, this is the specifier employee name. Similarly, WPBP. WPBP, it is reading data from 4 zeros, your action type, your action region, employment status, special payment, whatever you configured in PA. And 0001, same like company code, just now we have checked it. But very, very important, 007. To read the 007, we need a function that is WPBB. Now, what is schema? Schema is set of functions and roles. Functions, these are the function. Rule, I have told you what is a rule. Now, 007. So, we can check 007 work schedule role, time management status in 007, monthly working hours, weekly working hours, daily working hours, weekly working days. Then 8
Okay.
info type. Now this is your pay scale type DH. I have shown in IMG. I have shown you
Hmm.
in info type like pay scale area. Then pay scale group T510 table pay scale level. So this is from the 8 info type. Whatever we read, the same is processing. Now if you can see the output data WPBP where we can check your whether employee was hired or not. There is an internal table 1 DH1 basic pay 18,049 and 1 DH2 9,024. Now you can put a question. What question you can put? What question in the sense? Now go to PA30 personal number 8 info type. Sorry, here basic pay here it is 25,000. Actually 25,000 we have to pay. But employee
Yes.
got 1 day leave. Employee got employee take 1 day leave, so he's getting just a minute 18,000 just a minute. Employee same or different? 25,000 13 only. Just a minute. Okay, this is a currency conversion problem. Okay, don't worry. Here employee is getting 18,000. Why he is getting less amount? Why is getting? Because employee has taken certain leaves. That is the reason he is getting less amount here. So this is the output you are getting. So that means now the training which is going to cover whatever you create in IMG, whatever you create in IMG, in which info type you are going to maintain. And when you run
Okay.
payroll, what is the main schema? What is a payroll driver? What is the sub schema? What is a function? It is reading the data. So I hope you got my point, what I'm trying to tell you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Now here, what I'm going to teach you in UK payroll, I will tell you. One by one, I can write down. First, basic pay. That means 0018 for type. There are approximately 18 steps are there. We will discuss in detail and I can maintain 18 for type. I run payroll. I can show you the function wise, PCR wise output. Then recurring payments and deductions. There are approximately 0014. There are approximately 7 steps are there and we can see the output. Then additional payments. This is 0015. Approximately 5 steps are there. We can set 6 steps and we can maintain. Employee remuneration information ERI 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 plus 6. Okay. Approximately 10 steps are there. We have to maintain 2010 info type. Then additional payment of cycle. Approximately 7 steps are there that we have to maintain 0 to 67. 0 to 67 info type. You can run off cycle. We'll discuss what is off cycle payroll, whatever it is here. This is. Right. Now, my suggestion, basic pay configuration, recurring payments and deductions, additional payments, employee remuneration information, additional payment off cycle is common for all countries. Common for all
Okay.
countries.
Okay.
But the difference is in UK payroll, different model base types. In US payroll, different model base type. In
Mm-hmm.
Canada is different model base type. What is mean by model base type? Say for example, here I can show you 0037. I'm maintaining US. If you go to US, if you wanted to copy a base type, there is a T code OH11. OH11. I want to copy. I want to take monthly wage type, like a basic pay I want. If I wanted to say there is a model wage type, there is a model wage type M star I can take here. I can take M0, not M0, M010 here salary. So like basic salary like that I can take it here. Now here or else M003 pay period. But if I take for UK, that is different. Again I can go change country grouping, Great Britain. Here if you can drop down Country to country it is different. So that we have to know. Here you can take here M010 monthly salary. Okay, code may be same, but text is different. And if you go to another country, like here M110 is also there. Overtime it is also there. Say for example, I can show you travel advance is there in UK payroll, which is not there in US payroll, which is not there in Indian
Mm.
payroll, which is not there in Australian payroll. Like now, so this is a way to come to know. This is about how to now only UK specific payroll. What we are going to discuss absence valuation. Absence valuation means we have paid absences. Whenever you apply paid absences, no change in the salary. There is unpaid
Mm.
absences is there. Whenever you take unpaid absences, salary must get reduced. So when salaries get
Yes.
reduced, whether gross is reducing or only basic pay is reducing, you should tell to the system. This is one thing you have to know. Coming to absences in UK, SSP, statutory sick pay, SMP, statutory maternity pay, SAP, statutory adoption pay, SOA, statutory occupational pay, SOP. So these we have to configure in different way. This is very very important in absence valuation. These absence valuation are known as statutory. Just a minute, I can show you. What I am going to teach you that I wanted to give a clarity. So get into payroll, SAP Easy Access, SPRO, FIIMG. Go to the payroll. In the payroll, if you want to go to the Great Britain, now this is the Great Britain. Okay, the very very important thing you have to know, statutory occupational reduction formula. There is that here this is statutory and occupational absences both are going to be covered. That is one thing you have to know, right? And
Okay.
that is one thing. Next one, basic settings. This is for every country it is there here. That is period parameter, date modified, payroll area, generate payroll period, generate calendar for accumulations, create control record. Now when we run payroll, control record is going to play a vital role, because every month when we run payroll, there is a procedure to work on control record. So period parameter means frequency of payment, date mark for payment date, okay, payroll area, which we maintain in 0001, generate payroll periods. Payroll periods I am running
Mm.
for payroll for first period. In US 0101 2024 to 31/01/2024. In India 01/04/2024 to 30/04/2024. But in UK, what is the period 06/04/2024 to 05/05/2024? This is the first period, first month. That means
Okay.
fiscal year country to country is different. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this is a
Okay.
value we have to know. That is very very important. That you have to know. That is about general, okay, payroll period. That is one thing. Next one, after that, absences I told you, and occupational absences I told you. Then after that, next one we have to discuss cumulation wage types. So what is mean by cumulation wage type? Now we have basic pay, we have city allowance, we have car allowance, we have bonus. We have 40, not 401k, NI, national insurance, it is there. Now,
Yes, yes.
now we have gross salary. So basic pay is a part of the gross salary. City allowance is a part of the gross salary. Car allowance is a part of the gross salary. And bonus is part of the gross salary. National insurance is not part of the gross salary. It is a deduction. Now, next one, deduction. So deduction, basic pay is a not part of deduction, city allowance, car allowance, bonus, but national insurance part of deduction. This is one thing. Now, pension.
Mm-hmm.
Pension is calculating only on basic pay. Others are not.
Okay.
Others are. That means how a wage type is accumulating is into gross or a deduction or a pension. You have to tell. Based on that, secondary wage types are going to be generated. So many consultants they have a lots of questions. How slash 101 is generated? How slash 1 110 is generated. Okay, likewise I can show you what are the accumulation classes. SM30 V underscore 512 W underscore D table country grouping 08. What are the accumulation classes here? Accumulation classes 1, okay, 11, 10. This is non-taxable pay 12. So these accumulation classes simple. I will tell you. Accumulation class 1, basic pay, city allowance, car allowance, bonus, and national. These you are linking accumulation class 1. System is going to generate slash 101. This is the gross salary. Like 110, 111, they are very, very important that we will discuss. So we are discussing accumulation wage types. Next one, we are discussing accumulations. Accumulation means whether a wage type is accumulating monthly or quarterly or half yearly or yearly. You are going to tell to the system accumulations this is. After that,
Okay.
the, and what we are going to discuss, I can show you. Next one, this is okay. This then after national insurance. This is
Hmm.
Nino. UK Nino is very very important, and how it is Nino it is taking here. Configuration is very less, but lots of things we have to. That is very important. National insurance. So we'll discuss what is national insurance, where we can. This is known as a Nino number also, national insurance number that we have to know. Then pension schemes.
Okay.
This is very very important. When you retire from the company, and this pension is going to save you when you are retired. What is the pension, and what amount
Hmm.
it is here, what percentage it is, what are the secondary wage type, what is the sub schema, all such things we have to know. That is about then payee. What is mean by payee? Payee means very very important. Pay as you earn. So if you are earning more, you are going to pay the tax. So based on your earnings, you are going to pay the tax, that we have to know. Then court orders. What is mean by court orders? In UK, you have taken loan from a bank, or you married a girl and you have given divorce, and you are not taking about your kids or your parents. In such a cases, okay, so the victim people, they may go to the court. Court will issue a letter to your current company. They will deduct the amount from you and pay to third parties. That is known as a court orders. What exactly it is that we can discuss here. Then after, advance holiday pay. Normally, advance pay, on-demand payroll, it is there. Here, if you are going to get advance holiday pay, normally you can get nothing but advance salary, and later how it is deducted from the employees, that we have to know. And on-demand payroll. What is on-demand payroll here? On-demand payroll, next month salary you are getting 15,000. You are moving to the client place. That 15,000 you can get one month advance, nothing but advance payment. That is known as on-demand payroll. How we can configure. Then very very important here, start of year processing and end of year processing. This is very very important. Start of year,
Okay.
end of year, in the sense there are tax codes are there. Tax codes are given by HMRC. HM Revenue Customs, that is a third-party application where income tax is, maintained by the HMRC. Start of year
Hmm.
processing in the sense now every year, last month, last year, how much of tax you paid, what is the tax code, all these things we have to know. End of year processing also at the end of the year, whether you are paying the right tax or not, and that you have to update to the HMRC. That is integration between SAP to HMRC. That is very very important. Next one, benefits. So in UK, as you are in benefits, health benefits are very very important, because if anything happens health related and you cannot bear, you have to sell all the property to be frank. So that every person will go to the
Hmm.
health benefit. You can go personally and company wise also you have to pay, or else it is very trouble to the people who are living in UK. That is health benefits, insurance benefit. We can go ahead. Then company cars and private cars. So what is a company car is going to provide it? Just a minute. That we can discuss company car. What is a company car? What is a private car? What company is going to provide? That we can discuss. Apart from that, next one, real time. This is RTI, real-time information. Real-time information, what tax you are going to pay, what exemption you are going to pay, that you have to update online. So transparency should be there, what earnings you are getting, what tax you are going to pay. That is very, very important. And finally, DME, data medium exchange. Data medium exchange is also known as EFT, electronic fund transfer. Nothing but, so we HR people will run payroll and we post payroll results to the finance people. When finance people wanted to transfer the amount, so they need a report employee wise, info type wise, that is 9 info type, and what is a payment it is. That is known as a DME, data medium exchange. So they need a
Okay.
report, employee name, no, no. Employee number, employee name, bank, total amount is transferred to the bank. That file we have to generate. And finally, the last one, HR with finance integration, we are going to discuss. So this, and here, apart from that, payroll driver, main schema, sub schema, most of the functions, and PCR customer specific, and PCR standard PCRs. I will tell one customer specific PCR. Now, every day, company is giving $5. $5.
Mm,
Okay, based on calendar days, system can calculate January
mm,
31 into 5, February 28 into 5. For that, how do you write a PCR? Like such PCRs, personal area level, sub area level, employee group is level, that we will discuss. So this is the thing in UK payroll what I am going to teach you. So my suggestion, as you are new to the
mm.
payroll, you have to
Yes.
practice. So once the class is
Yes,
over,
right.
we have to practice a lot. So from your end,
Mm.
you want to ask anything, you can ask.
Right, 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 right.
Anything you want
Fine,
to ask
fine.
or anything you wanted to add.
Mm. Are you going to give assignments after the classes?
Definitely, if you want. I'm okay to give anything, but the thing is here you have to practice. You have to show the
Yes,
output,
yes.
right? If you,
Right,
yeah,
right.
normally the training is assignment based training. So if you want, we can give. There is no issue.
Okay, okay, fine. That would be helpful.
Definitely, definitely.
Fine.
Yeah. Any more thing you want to ask?
Okay. And notes and recordings I'll be getting, right?
Yeah. Any more thing? Is it okay? Everything.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah. I'm closing the session, right?
Okay. Okay.
From.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Bye.